Born and raised in Calgary. Never really did any stencil art till university, which was out in U of Vic. So out there, I kind of had some time on my hands. So I think I saw one on TV one day and decided to cut something out. And then after that, I just kind of rolled with it. I was like drawing and stuff. Yeah, I was like drawing and kind of doodling in class and everything, but I was more fixed on sports and I really took it anywhere. Did, I don't know, one or two drawing classes when I was young, but other than that. Yeah, and it kind of started a trade system. Like a buddy gave me some hockey sticks or whatever, and I gave him a painting, and then he said, "Oh, well, can you do one of my dad?" And it was just kind of sent me a photo. I like when someone gives me an idea, like for someone loves Star Wars or someone loved Batman. Those ones are pretty easy ones. Or if they just say, "Oh, I like a mountain scene or this movie," then I can go look for a screenshot. So, or if they just hand me a picture saying, "I want a picture of this," and then I go use Photoshop for probably a week or 2 weeks if I was actually just sitting down 8 hours a day. It's quite a bit of time. And I also, it was pretty funny. I found that I self-taught all like with the weights and like a whole bunch of the process and the cutting. And then I realized there was a couple sites online that had like all of it, basically like people who were up and coming asking questions and guys who were good at it, giving basically a tutorial. And I was just like, oh, if I read this day one, I would have been like weeks ahead. But yeah, but it kind of felt good to know it's like, okay, and I do a bit of a different way than a lot of guys on the website, so. And small stuff like, I really like tattoo art. I don't have that many tattoos or anything, but it's like I've always loved the art, and so. A little bit, yeah, because I love taking that. They do a lot of, like a lot of bold stencil, like start with a bold black outline and then color in from there. So I've kind of taken hints like that on most of the ones now. I'll kind of trace out a lot more in black. Stuff like that, just kind of to highlight the colors. Yeah, and it's a hard call. I really like when someone just hands me a picture because then I have something to start off. But it's also cool if someone's like, I like this movie, then I could watch the movie and get a really good screenshot of the main character or some scene. Or yeah, I'd say even the cutting out probably takes an hour per layer to cut. So 2 hours if I'm cutting the paper and then the cardboard or the poster paper. And then spraying is just kind of dry time. So I'll do it on football Sundays and stuff where I can like spray it, put it on the counter, leave it, watch sports, pop back out, do a layer. And because if I have it going, I can do it like 15-minute layers and then just dry time. So I don't know, originally I didn't really tell anyone about it. A few friends were like kind of like, dude, this is cool stuff, you should keep doing it. My girlfriend's been a huge support in the last little while. She kind of, I was kind of just hiding it all away and she's more pushing it out there. And my brother's really good. He's actually a good promoter for me. He like shows a lot of pictures to buddies. He's sold, a couple of his friends have bought them, so that's worked out pretty well. I do notice though a lot more street murals going up and stuff, and I like that because I'd like to get into a bit more freehand big mural stuff, but I think that's a long stretch from what I'm doing right now, so that's kind of maybe an end goal. But yeah, and I've noticed like there's a couple spray paintings that have gone up that have been like they're really cool, and I think it's nice to kind of decorate the city in that sense. Even when they do the electric boxes, they're not very big, but they still some of them turn out pretty cool. Yeah.